4:30 a.m. sharp is usually how the morning routine begins. Good morning, y'all, and welcome. So we go to the community center, a little gym. It's not far from my house, and then head on in and get this leg day started. And typically on my first leg day of the week, I start with squats. And I really was thinking that I've been getting my squats down better because I used to not get low at all. But whenever I watch these videos at this angle, it still looks like I've made like no progress. But in the mirror, it looks like we're going down so far. But we'll get there, which is why we're only doing 45s. And also, usually on these leg days, usually I don't do them in the morning first like this. Usually I do the run, a long run at hard pace first. But today's different. We're bouncing back from a marathon. And I'm also kind of on a little bit of a break for marathons for a while since we're about to go into basic training for the Coast Guard soon. So I'm not doing as many miles, so that's why I decided to do the legs first like I usually do with every other workout. Then I'll hit some leg curls on the laying down hamstring curl machine. I think it hits it the most, it has the best angle, and honestly this is probably the best form out of any of the exercises I'm doing. Like, this is good stretch right there, which is probably why they hurt so bad when I do them. And then of course we got the leg extensions, which is probably one of my favorite leg exercises because it just works so well. Hit some of these up. I'll do 4 by 8 to 12, and then the last 2 sets of the 4 I'll do a drop set for both of those. And that's pretty much what I do for most of the workouts, but this one I always do the 2 drop sets at the end. Yeah, that crap burns every time. And then as far as leg machines, this is probably my least favorite. I call this sucker the donkey kick for good reason, but the glute press. And this machine does not line up correctly with your chest, like no matter what you do. I don't know what it is with this machine. That's why I'm like standing on it like half, or leaning on it like half crooked. One day we might take this out of the spread and replace it with something else, but for now, we still using the donkey kicker. All right, and last but not least, we got the sus machine, which is in the corner because, I don't know, bro. I've heard stories from my cousin that dudes were being weird to girls when they were using the machine whenever it was out in the open, like making weird comments, which is just nasty. But here's the sus machine. Gotta do it. Looks weird, but it works good. I do 2 of the adduction, 2 of the abduction, so 2 pushing out, 2 going in. You gotta be careful with this thing because it like feels like you're not doing that much whenever you do it and like, oh, I got it, but then you go to stand up afterwards and you're like, I literally just tore something. So you gotta be careful. But this is the susser. And I did say last but not least, we still have more. That was legs, into the legs. Now we got abs. I always do on my leg days as well. So the first ab day, we will start off with some V-ups. Each exercise is a minute long of doing it. And then after the V-ups, we'll start doing some Russian twists, holding a weight, so weighted. And I use like a 20-pound weight because it's like the heaviest that we have for those balls. And those balls are the easiest to hold. I was using a kettlebell, but I would constantly like drop it because I just couldn't hold my grip after a while doing these. Maybe I should just get stronger or something. Then we got the lemon squeezers. These things suck because, well, abs just suck in general. But it just feels like forever, and especially on the third set of doing these at the end, like I can hardly even complete it. But they work good, so we will do it and we will like it. Then after the lemon squeezers, or whatever you want to call them, in and out, I'll put the weight up there so I have something kind of to hold on to, and then hit me up some reverse crunches, which are good for building the bottom abs, right? I think. Whatever abs are the hardest to get, because everybody gets, the top two, but nobody has the bottom two. And this is how you get them. And then after I get this, that's basically it for the abs. But I'll do 2 more sets of this. So I do 3 sets of 4 exercises at a minute long each. And then once I wrap up whatever the last workout thing is, then I'll do my dynamic stretches, which I sped it up because I'll explain my stretches while I do them and like what they are more in a future video. But I didn't think y'all wanted to really sit there this long and watch me do my stretches. But this is me talking to one of my buddies. He's cool. Shout out to Chris. He's a trainer. But hitting these up, get myself ready to go run. Stretching is so important. It has changed my running game so much and helped with recovery. But I do them before I run, not after I run. I do them before so that you're loose before, not after. And that's it for the gym. Heading out. Sometimes I'll run from the gym, but because of school I can't. So I head home and run from my house. We got the shoes on and watch, and there we go. Let's get it. And yeah, it's pitch black, so I do carry a light with me when I run. I have it on my belt, on my running belt that's got my phone in it, so that cars can see me. Because yeah, if you can see right now, like this is really what it looks like whenever I'm running. It's kind of scary, and y'all can yell at me. I get yelled at all the time by family, friends, and stuff. They're like, "Why the heck are you doing this?" Because I got to do it. But it's kind of fun. It's a little bit of a thrill. You got cars zooming past you, but you just gotta be careful. And it's not the cars that are gonna get you, it's the dogs. And yeah. Sorry to interrupt, just kind of letting y'all enjoy what my run's kind of like. I love my morning runs, just chill. I kind of started recording here in this spot that I'm at because usually there's a dog that comes out every time at this spot, and I have to I started to run away from it before, but now I just stand up to it and yell at it, and it actually listens and goes away. But it wasn't here this time, so that was great. So, 7 miles. Let's go. Got breakfast done. Now it's time to read the word, get the daily bread. And the daily bread, the spiritual bread, physical bread. Getting some breakfast in now that we got the training done. Yes, sir. Alright, and now that I'm done eating breakfast, got my protein shake made. I think last time when I made my protein shake video, I mathed it out to be, I've changed it, tweaked it a little bit since then. But I know it's like probably 55 grams of protein, something like that. But after I eat breakfast, I'll drink my protein shake. And usually I head outside, try and get some vitamin D in before I gotta go in the kitchen all day for work. Get that in, spend some more time in God's Word out there. But today I got some chores I gotta do before I head into work, so I'm not gonna be able to do as much of that. But thank y'all for watching the training video, and I hope this motivated y'all. I hope that this helped y'all, and God bless.